Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. We're gonna do a video right now about should I buy a new car? I'm getting that question over and over again, and I'm like, you really wanna do a video about that? All right, let's do it. All right, we're back. So we're gonna do a video on should I buy a car? I've been getting this question a lot lately, and it's a good question because there's people that wanna buy a new car. I actually just bought a new car. First brand new car I've ever had in my life. Me and Mrs. Ninja, we were feeling super rich. The crypto market was up. This was when it was at 60 grand. Let's go buy a new car. The second we decided to do it and she started picking out colors, all of a sudden the crypto market started to go cha-chink, cha-chink. You can't make this up. I called my business partner. I'm like, hey, we're buying a new car. And he's like, oh crap. Now I know what's gonna happen. The market's gonna tank. And that it did. But that's okay. We still bought a new car. We bought a smart car. Not that it's very smart. It doesn't talk to you like Kit. I mean, I'm not Knight Rider. But we bought ourselves a little, gas, sipper, a little, I get like 60 miles a gallon and I do like everything. I practically talk to you. And we bought it, and it was crazy because when we bought it new, we were looking at used ones because I'm a value guy. I don't care how wealthy you are. If you're out there just blowing an extra $10,000, $15,000 so that you can say you have a new car because it smells new, I'm like, geez, I'll go get some spray for that. I mean, don't throw away 15 grand. So I'll always buy something a couple years old. I was out there looking at used cars that had 25,000 miles on them that were a couple years old, that were, good accessory package. We found a brand new car for the exact same price, more loaded than the ones we were looking at. So of course we went and bought a new one, right? So we bought our first brand new car. It was exciting. And I was like, hey, I believe we're gonna see some inflation with fuel prices, so why not get a gas sipper, good commuter car. It was great. It's a nice little car. My wife's been wanting this little car forever. It's the Hyundai Ioniq. Cool little hybrid. And our kids are getting older, so they're needing to use our cars and stuff. And while they go to college, I want to be able to supply that for them. And so this is what we did. Well, people are asking, they want to go out and buy cars. I want to go buy a new truck for my construction company. There's all these people that want to buy new cars, and the new car inventory is super tight. Guess what? It's about to explode. I think it's about to explode in the downside in price, because what's happening is, as that chip shortage, and it's so funny, the whole thing that took down the car market, and you saw all these thousands of vehicles outside the Ford plants, you saw photos of, it was like Carmageddon. There was every dealer you went to, they're scarce. They still are on inventory. Well, guess what? Those trucks are loaded with cars right now, and they're showing up. Why? Because it's funny, the thing that held it up was the smallest part, the display chip for these displays in these cars that run anywhere between $1 to $100. They're missing because of a freeze in Texas that took out a plant, and then we had a fire in a plant in Japan. So they couldn't get these little display chips, literally like the cheapest part of the car. Isn't that ironic? Think about that, how fragile our supply chain is. The cheapest little part is what held up these companies from selling massive cars, these expensive, $50,000, $70,000 trucks and cars. It's the cheapest part ever. It's just unbelievable. Well, now they're coming back on the market, and those vehicles are getting their chips put in, and those cars are making their way to the dealers right now. And I believe that dealers are gonna make a fatal mistake, and they are gonna ask for as many cars as they can because they've been so starved of inventory that they've been begging for consignments and buying used vehicles and watching those vehicles run up. The second they're able, the companies, the large companies call them up and say, I don't care what company it is, says, hey, we've got a shipment of cars, are you ready? They are gonna say, I want them all, I want them all. And they're gonna take out loans, and they are going to spill, trying to be the first in their area with inventory to sell. They are gonna absolutely fill these lots. I believe you're gonna see this in the next 12 months too, that these car companies are going to fill the lots with inventory, and then it's gonna happen. They're gonna realize they weren't the only ones in town filling their lots with inventory, and they're gonna have too many cars. I believe this is the time, if you wanna know what I feel, and this isn't financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but I believe this is the time to wait. If you wanted a brand new car, you wanted a deal, I think this is the time to wait. I think that coming into the Christmas season, you are gonna see an overabundance in vehicles. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm waiting, I'm excited, because I think this is gonna be a knee-jerk reaction based off of a lack of understanding and knowledge of supply chains. Just because you know, these car companies are successful right now, it doesn't mean they know everything. They're usually head in the sand, just buy a car, sell a car, buy a car, sell a car, and they're not looking at the big picture. And I think a lot of these car dealers, and hey, please, if you guys own a car dealership, please throw in the comments what you're seeing or what you're doing. I'm not saying this is going to be all car dealerships, but I think by and large, you're going to see a lot of them fill up their lots and they're not going to have any buyers. All right, guys, with that being said, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button, the like button, and share the video. All right, guys, the Economic Ninja is out.